We're here today, the District Council Presidents and Secretaries, the executive members, they're the middle level of our organisation. They're here to go through the new Constitution and other changes that we're looking to take to our Congress in October.
Hopefully we're going to produce a draft Constitution that will go to Congress that the membership will vote for, because as a wider issue, in my opinion, it's really important that we get the checks and balances in that Constitution right, and we get the structure and the way RSL New South Wales functions right, but then we move on and get on with the important business of looking after our veterans and their families. So hopefully this will mean that when we go to Congress in October, most of the questions and concerns that people may have will have been addressed, or if they're not addressed, the reasons why they're not being addressed will be well known, and we can get this Constitution across the line and get on with business.
We are a membership organisation. Our greatest asset is our grassroots, and this is an opportunity for us to both filter information out to the grassroots, but also to have information brought up to us on issues that we may not have been across.
The importance of today and being able to sit down and discuss what's in this new Constitution is critical to the way the League is going to run, because this is the first time that the board has listened to the members and what the sub-branches are saying.
I think we had a very constructive meeting. We talked about the Constitution draft and the responses that were received from the various sub-branches.
The opportunity is here for us to get our views across. So we don't all agree. We never intend that we'll all agree, because that's too easy. But we all have different views. But we're trying to get a common document that's going to support the RSL.
Not a lot of green ticks, a lot of red crosses, but once we've debated those issues and it's been explained what those issues are and how the parts of the Constitution meld in with the RSL New South Wales Act of 2018, makes it so much clearer. But without having that debate, without the crosses, without the ticks, we wouldn't have got there. This
is a members' document. We are just drafting it for them. If they are not presenting us with the hard questions, then we have no gauge for that. And this is vitally important to ensuring that the document that's presented in October is a members' document.
Change in any organisation is necessary. You have to keep changing and growing. So in this case, we're talking about the Constitution and Congress. In this case, what we've endeavoured to do is to change things that have to be changed, but we haven't changed things that don't need to be changed at this stage. Doesn't mean they might need to be changed down the track. So there's not much change for sub-branches and how they operate, for example. Very little change, almost none.
Acts and regulations have changed. We've needed to change. We're 100 years old. Just grew up doing things without perhaps knowing everything that we should have been doing or that we could have been doing better. So we need to get this Constitution in place so that we all know where we stand.
I don't think there's been a lot of radical changes. I think there's just been refinement, and in the language that we want to accept and we can understand. I think that's the big thing, the way it's been sold and the refinement of the document.
So where we go from here is we take all this feedback on board. There's some great points that were raised today. We will draft those into the working draft that we've circulated, and then we will present that to the District Council 7 that was elected by this body to facilitate this process. And we will then have a final document that we will be able to present to the members, but reflects the members' concerns.
We look forward to a much closer relationship between the District Council and State Branch, and working together I think we can achieve a lot more for the RSL.
You've got the chance now to help with those changes. You, the member, we're member based, we need to get on with business, but get on with our core businesses, and that's looking after veterans and their families. So please, just keep the submissions coming forward. Don't be afraid to send them forward. Don't be afraid to ring ANZAC House. Don't be afraid to talk to your district councils and get the information that you require to the DC7, the District Council 7 who were elected, to work on this draft constitution.
I think what we'd say to the membership is that this process is working. We are listening to them through their elected representatives. We are taking on board those concerns. We're hearing what's happening through the district council representatives, and we're responding to those concerns.
This is the right way to do it. We've got to make sure it's not just the board, not just senior management of RSL New South Wales, but it's those like this group today, the district council presidents and secretaries, who are giving the input to try and assist in the formulation of this constitution, which is going to benefit all.